Good day, guys. Welcome back to another video. Back with another one. Told you guys gonna be back on the consistency. So today I have Volatility 10 1S. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. Make sure that you guys subscribe, turn on your notification bells, do all those things. So as always, we first make sure that your chart is cleared. You don't have anything, and then you restart your chart. And then if you are using TradingView, which I do recommend that you use TradingView, because I compared to other platforms, I find it being the much simpler one in terms of you analyzing all the stuff. So make sure you zoom out at least 4 times. Right. And now that we have the overview, so we're gonna go ahead and try to find the market structure. And I'm gonna use my trend lines, right? So first I'm gonna look for the outer structure. Okay. Gonna look for the outer structure. Just make sure that I extend this right there. Then after I draw here, although here drawing here on the downside is not always a must, because already I can see the market structure, but to make things to be much more simpler for everyone, right? So you make sure that you have the first 2 touches when you draw a trend line, as always. So now that we have the outer structure, I can see that clearly that this is a bearish market structure, and it means that I'm gonna be looking to secure or highlight my lower highs. You understand? Because they're the most important ones when it comes to this type of market structure. So my lower highs are gonna be here on top on this trend line here. So these are the ones that I'm gonna look out for. That if they're broken, then the trend, it means it's gonna change. The structure is gonna change in terms of the bigger structure. Okay. So from here, it's very simple, and then all I can do is just highlight which ones I'm gonna use. So if we start here, we have this one here, and then we have this one, then we have this one, then right there, right? In terms of the bigger structure, you understand? So make sure that you stay focused, you don't get lost along the way. So now that we have identified this bigger structure, so I'm gonna make sure that now, before I go on to the smaller structure, I'm gonna make sure that I highlight this one, like I said, right? So let's go and highlight this. We can zoom out or zoom in. Just make sure. So yeah, put this right about here. So if you remember correctly, I talked about this on the previous video on Volatility 25 on S. You can go check out that video. So how, in terms of like how I highlight this lower high, you understand? I look for candlestick pattern, and then I highlight the bearish candle and the bullish candle. You understand? This is all that it is, and only at a valid lower high. You understand? So this is how I'm gonna put it here. So this is the one that I'm using, 1, 2. Why am I using this side? Because this is the one that, this swing point here, or this lower high, is the one that caused the breaking of this lower low here. You understand? So this push here came from this last push, not this one here, not this one, but this one here. So that's why I'm using this one. I hope that is clear. And then make sure you put it right down top of the bullish candle. And then here I'm just extending, you don't have to, but that is that. So okay, now let's move on to the next step, right? So now we have to make sure that we understand the smaller structure, which is the inside one between these 2 trend lines. So that, why are you understanding this? You're understanding this so that you can be able to trade or adapt where the price is at, because you can see where the price is at is not here. Okay, so let's go. So you try to understand that. All right. Although you could draw it like this, you understand, but again, as I've said on the other video, right? Like when you draw a trend line, guys, make sure that you try not to kind of like draw it like this, because I kind of feel like it's like you're projecting. You understand? You're putting something that is not there. You understand? So the best way you could, although there's no problem when you draw like this, at the end of the day, as long as you understand, as long as what you use works for you. You understand? So the one that I'm recommending, I find it being more useful is when you draw the trend line like this, right? Make sure that it's the dotted one. So remember, the first touch is coming from here, second touch here, then the third touch. Then if I could just explain this trend line, it means that on the third touch, right, obviously there's gonna be some sort of a reaction. You're either gonna get a buy or a sell, or we're gonna get a rejection or a continuation. You understand? Either two things are gonna happen. So like this, I always know I'm not just projecting anything. I'm prepared for both things happening. You understand? But anyways, let's move on. So from here, now that we have this structure, right? Now I have to understand like where we kind of like coming from in terms of like here. You understand? And then before I move on, this is my lower high. Then it means that you're gonna have to come here, right? So this is your lower low, this point here and this point, right? So we're gonna highlight this, right? So that we can see how we can adapt, whether we're gonna be able to go with this pullback here, going up here, or this market is gonna continue to doing that. So I can see that this one is valid here, this one is valid in terms of the small structure. Okay, let me make sure I got you guys. This is what I'm talking about, right? And then here, right, I want to talk about this. So then let me just do it like this, right? Because this is how you're seeing it, right? So reason why I'm saying like I want to explain is because this I'm seeing this here, right? Yes, this is it caused the breakout of this. It broke this, as you can see, it's very clear. But the problem is, as soon as it broke, it went back again. It went back inside. So what is this telling us? It's telling us this is a fake breakout. You understand? So we are not gonna use this one. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So it means we're gonna be using this one here instead of this one. This one is just as a result of a fake breakout. We're not gonna be using this one. You understand? So if I were to highlight this, I was gonna use this, and just make sure you stay tuned. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. So from here, the next step is to make sure that I draw my support and resistance areas that I call them the bouncer zones, which they're gonna help me if we're gonna continue with the trend. You understand? I'm gonna know where to enter in, you know. So you could highlight this one, but this one is already closer to this side, so it's okay. Not gonna use this one. So you could highlight this one, yes. You understand? So the market is also kind of like it might even reach here. You understand? So without wasting any more time, let me just make sure I do just that. So I'm gonna make sure that I use a different color. So the blue one here represents the major one. You understand? These ones here, they represent the lower high of the bigger structure. So make sure you don't lose focus on that. So this is the one that I'm using. Same thing here. Right. So I hope you guys are following here. So this is there to help me in case, because the market, right? Remember, we don't control the market. So the market could even turn right here. It might not even reach here. You understand? So this is there to help you that, okay, when the market reaches here, then you're gonna know what to do. You understand? So it's all about staying neutral. So there's one more that I want to add here. Like I said, I'm not gonna use this one because this one is a fake breakout. I'm gonna use this one. This is the one that is valid coming from this side. You understand? So so this one I'm gonna highlight it, but I'm gonna use the same colors here for the blue color, because this one is also like part of the bigger structure. It's more like a lower low. You understand? So here I'm gonna go. Okay, let me just make sure I do this so that you can see clearly. Right. Again, when you're drawing this, right, you have to have a candlestick pattern. You understand? So just like here, what I'm doing, I'm using this candlestick pattern, right? This is a bullish candlestick pattern. 1, 2, 3. You understand? So put one on the bearish one, put one on the bullish one. You understand? So now I can go ahead and remove this one because no longer need that. Everything is clear from here. So I just want to explain this to make sure that you guys understand fully, but I'm sure right now everything is clear. So, right, what does all of this mean, right? So, if the market pushes all the way and it breaks below here, how are you going to be able to continue trading? So, you're going to use this, okay, you're going to use these two support and resistance areas here, or these two zones, in terms of like, okay, if I get a close below here, and then I know that I'm gonna continue nicely selling. You understand? So then the same thing, uh, if the market comes here, right, you're gonna be able to take a trade from here or here. You understand? Or here or here. And then again, it's the same thing if you want to catch your buys, right? If maybe we kind of get some sort of like a retest here, maybe, you understand, you could come here, and then you understand, then the same thing you push here after you get a break and retest above any one of these zones here, right, support and resistance areas, then the area which you would be going to would be this one. You understand? So this is the same as me. If I don't want to highlight this in terms of the support and resistance, right, if I don't want to put it like that, this is the same as me saying, okay, this is what I'm saying, right? Because I just remember now the way I explained it on the other video, right? So it's like this is the area where you know that you're going at. You understand? If you break above this area, then you would know that the trend, the main structure has changed, or the trend has changed. So for now, all I'm showing you is how you can adapt to this whole thing, guys. So that's the thing you have to do. Just wait for the market to come to you. Don't chase the market. You understand? So for now, I don't see a proper entry point. You know, even if I wanted to trade this, there's not yet a clear trading point here. So, I mean, entry point. So, yeah, you understand. Maybe if the market pushes all the way and it comes here, it rejects this area, might be able to take sales. And then always remember, follow the trend, guys. Make sure you're following the trend. The best thing you want to do here, since this is a bearish market structure, you want to make sure that you capture the opportunities for the sales. You understand? So if you don't know, or you don't have the patience uh, to count a trade, which is like trading the pullback, so I would suggest that you just wait until you see your selling opportunities so that you don't make mistakes and whatnot like that. So guys, this is it from me. I hope that you learned something here. That is the goal, that you guys learn, and this is free. So there's no excuse that you say you don't have money for mentorships, but it's okay, you know. But at the end of the day, if you do want more frequent active signals and all that, make sure you check us out. The link is in the description. Messages on WhatsApp or social media platforms. I'm sure it's somewhere here in the screen. Other than that, guys, I'll see you on another video.